What is your take on the paranormal and the demons? Do you have any experiences you want to share that made you think twice?
Well, there's one person who has told me that they saw something supernatural. That I believe it was my father.
Right.
And it was
He
just.
wouldn't make that up.
Yeah, he lived in a house in Maryland that is an old house when he was in test pilot school. And it was out in the middle of nowhere. And he woke up in the middle of the night and saw something at the bottom of his bed that he thought was human, but it didn't look human. And then he got up because he reached over and grabbed a shotgun. And when he looked up, the thing was gone. And then he comes down the hallway, and his roommate came out and said, "Did you just see what I saw?"
Oh, man.
And so they both saw it. As far, I don't know. I have a little bit different take on things. I try to look at things through a more realistic lens. Like, for example, when my grandmother was passing away, all right, it was kind of a long, drawn-out process where she's slowly losing her mind, and then.
Right.
But one of the things that would happen is, I'll tell you a story. It's not, I can't tell it on here because
Right.
the people involved. But my grandma was across the street at the person's house who lives across the street from my mom. And, I was trying to calm her down, and she said, well, Harry called me and told me he's coming to get me. And that was my grandfather. My grandfather's been dead since I was 17. And then she started going into different conversations that she'd had with other family members, her brothers and sisters, most of whom had already all passed away. And, when in this life, it's like we're programmed on one wavelength.
Right.
And you only see and notice things on that one wavelength.
Right.
And, I don't think, I'm getting any trouble for saying that I've used shrooms before.
Right.
All right. But when you use shrooms, you start seeing things on different wavelengths. You start noticing things that your body,
receptive
that you've tuned out.
Right, right.
Like you hear the wind blowing a little more, you hear every animal, things like that. So when somebody's passing away and they're seeing these things, it's very real to them. And, I kind of look at it as you're transitioning from one wavelength to the
another,
next.
right.
So it's kind of like the door kind of opens up and you're seeing through a little bit.
Right.